The Jomon period is the key to understanding the world's ancient civilizations. The clay figures with the sunshades aren't aliens. Chapter 24. The clay tablet shaped like Domo.
A fascinating clay tablet has been found from the Oyu site, which is famous for the stone circle in Akita Prefecture. To my surprise, it showed the numbers from 1 to 6.
You mean the clay tablet shaped like Domo. Somehow I just can't feel the spirit of the Jomon people in this tablet. I wonder if it was found during a proper excavation.
In other words, you think that someone in later times said it was a Jomon artifact, but that it's a fake.
That's what I mean, yes. I assume you remember the Japanese Paleolithic hoax, Tabby. Most archaeologists continued to be bamboozled by an amateur researcher known as God's Hand, who amazed the world with his fake stone artifacts, which he regularly excavated for over 20 years at great cost to the taxpayers.
Yes, they even rewrote the textbooks because of him.
It would have been fine if it stopped there. However, a researcher who had good grounds for pointing out that the ancient stoneware was fake said that the stoneware did not have the characteristics of the Paleolithic age. He said that it was from the Jomon period, and that there were the marks of a plow on it. Yet, the Japanese Archaeological Association sharply criticized him and threw him out of the association. The association showed it was really biased.
Ultimately, it was a newspaper reporter who discovered the forgeries. It was like the Stapp case that happened shortly before in Japan, where a scientist claimed she discovered an easy way of reproducing stem cells.
That is also a kind of forgery. But there was also a strange book that claimed that in the ancient secret history of the region of Tsugaru, in Aomori Prefecture, locals believed in a god whose name was Arahabaki. The picture in the book looked just like the clay figure with the sunshades from the Kamigaoka culture 3,000 years ago. Whereas with a real clay figure, it is easy to recognize the Jomon people's belief in the rebirth of the ancestral spirit, it would be impossible to get anything meaningful from the picture in that book. It appears that someone who wasn't aware of the customs of the Jomon people just made up something similar.
So to get back to the point, are you saying that someone who didn't understand the customs of the Jomon people recently forged the Oyu clay tablet?
I can't help but think that to be the case. The ritual artifacts of the Jomon period were made with the purpose of either rebirthing or sending off a spirit. Furthermore, they believed that this rebirthing or sending off of a spirit was centered around the breath. On clay figures and clay tablets, things such as lines and balls represent the breath.
You are talking about the breath of life, or the breath which is the spirit that is blown into a newborn baby, from the mouth down into the navel, right?
That's right. For example, look at this Doi stone figure from 3,000 years ago. The breath being exhaled from the mouth, entering the navel, is clearly portrayed. Furthermore, there are designs representing the ancestral spirit and the snake god. If the Jomon people really made that tablet, then we would be able to recognize the signs of the spiritual world of the Jomon people as we can here.
There are no designs related to magic on this clay tablet, just patterns related to numbers.
The Jomon people did not need such things. Unlike modern people, they did not convert anything into numbers and money. That's why their culture lasted more than 10,000 years.
But I think the Oyu clay tablet is cute because it looks like Domo.
If this were originally from the Jomon period, we would say that Domo is similar to this clay tablet. However, just as you say, Tabby, someone may have made this clay tablet to resemble Domo.